We are back in action. The stock market is absolutely today. If you have not seen, I'm actually looking at Yahoo Finance right now, and it says the S&P 500 posts worst week since September on tariff turmoil. So let's talk about it today because the stock market is collapsing. What does that mean for you? What does it mean for me? And we're going to dive into why that is a good thing and why you should be so freaking excited. If this is the first time to the channel, my name is Jamil Frazier. I am the founder of Think Life is Different. I'm a wealth consultant and a business consultant. I built a 9-figure business and revenue, and now my wife and I invest in real estate and early stage investors as angel investors. But let's get into it because we don't have a lot of time today. If you have seen, the S&P 500 has fallen yet again. The Dow Jones has fallen yet again. Nvidia stock is down. Crypto, what does this say? Crypto prime brokerage August raised 10 million in round. Okay, we don't really care about that. Biotech stock hits buy point after earnings burst. What does that mean? Um, we have tariff deadlines set off spike and cross border tucking rates down. Data is down. What does all this stuff mean? What does all this stuff mean? What it means is it's time to buy. What it means is it's time to buy. I was working with some students, and I was telling them that before I didn't understand investing at all. And maybe talk to us in the comments if you're the same. But I think a lot of us are afraid of the stock market, the real estate market. I think we're afraid of businesses. I think a lot of it is fear. I think a lot of it is just ignorance. Like, you just don't know. I certainly didn't know. But one of the things that's going to really help you write down this word is emotional intelligence. Write that word down. This word has got to be one of your favorite words. One of my mentors, a brilliant, brilliant man, has taught me so much. He's like the Elon Musk of health. And he used to allow me to go out to Annapolis, Maryland, and go study with him. Super grateful. I really started on my investing journey only 10 years ago, and now we have millions of dollars invested. So I understand the fear that can go into these types of headlines, right? This headline, just look at it. It says S&P 500 posts worst week. What is that doing, man? That's getting you, that's messing with your emotions, right? Worst week since September on terror turmoil. You hear these words that they're using. US stocks seaweed on Friday as President Trump evolving trade war keeps market on edge. You see this, right? So what this does, we're human beings, and I just want to help you understand how your mind works a little bit. So the way that your mind works is like this: is you're going to get a thought, and that thought is going to lead to an emotion. So when you read something like this, you're going to get a thought. Right away, that thought is going to trigger an emotion. It's going to make you happy. It's going to make you sad. It's going to make you frustrated. It's going to make you glad. It's going to make you elated. It's going to trigger some sort of emotion. Okay. Now, that emotion is going to lead to an action. Usually, the action is going to be something like this: it's going to be fight, it's going to be flight, it's going to be freeze. Okay. Fight, flight, freeze. It's usually what happens. So when we have an emotion, it leads to an action. Now, these actions are going to be something that is going to now cause you to now develop something that we call a habit. Write that word down, a habit, because your life and your success and your ability to invest, damn, that was good. Your life, your success, your ability to invest is going to be habitual. Okay. Like your life, your current success right now is based off of your current habits. Have you noticed that to be true? Like your current success right now is based off of the habits that you have. If you have really good habits, then I'm telling you, you probably have really good success right now in areas of your life, whether that's your financial life or your work life or your spiritual life or your relationship life or your physical fitness life. If you have great habits, that's going to lead to great results. If you have bad habits, then that's going to lead to negative results. That's just how it happens, right? And then those negative results are going to give us something called your current reality. And your current reality is going to be what is actually showing up for you. So if you don't like what's showing up for you, then you need to change your habits, which means that you need to change your actions, which means that you need to change your emotions, which means you need to change your thoughts. Okay. So when we see the S&P 500 post worst week since September on tariff turmoil, your thoughts have to go to, oh my God, that is such great news. Sounds crazy, right? But this is how you start to have millions of dollars invested because we are not afraid of loss. Write that down. We are not afraid of things that are lost. In the stock market, it basically works like this. When you have a really, really crappy day like today, that is a whole bunch of things going on sale. So I just want you to think about this in like your regular life, right? Like your regular life. In your regular life, let's just say you love what do I have in here? You love buying coffee mugs, right? Like you love this brand. Inside it says you got this. I don't know if you can see that, but it says you got this. And it's really cool, grow through what you go through. And it has all these inspirational messages, right? Go and so you love buying these. And let's just say that this was made by a company. This is made in China, but let's just say this company is called Strawberry Street, which I think it is. And let's just say they are selling these things for $20 every single mug, 20 bucks, right? And let's just say for some reason, I don't know what the reason is. Quite frankly, I don't even care what the reason is. But let's just say for some reason, they decided to discount this from $20 and they were going to discount it to $10. So you got an email that day that just said that your favorite coffee mugs have dropped from $20 to $10. What do you think your emotions would be? Talk to me. Once you heard that, you looked in your newspaper, you looked on the phone. I don't even know if people look in newspapers anymore, but you looked on the phone and it said like, "Oh, Strawberry Street just had a decline for your favorite mugs from $20 to $10." What would your thoughts and emotions be? You'd be like, "Oh, right? Just feel that in. Oh my God, like I can't believe that my favorite coffee mug just went on sale." You're going to feel what? Happy. Like you're going to think that that's a good thing. So when I'm on Yahoo Finance, like I am, and they say the S&P 500 posts worst week since September on tariffs turmoil, right? U.S. stock market seaweeds because of these tariffs, whatever. All I want you to hear is your freaking coffee mug that was $10 or $20 just went on sale for $10. You should be happy about that. Why? Because it's your favorite mug. And if it goes on sale, it just means that you can go buy more of it. So we don't run away and we don't get scared, right? We get excited and we go in. We just go buy more. So today you have all types of ETFs, technology ETFs. You have the S&P 500. You have all these companies that are great companies that are on sale. Now, why are they on sale is the question, because I told you human beings are all the same. We're all the same. You might want to write that down. We're all the same. What do we do? When we get news, I told you we have thoughts about that news. We get a stimulus, we have thoughts about that news. That thought leads to an emotion. And then I told you that emotion leads to an action. And I told you that that action usually is we have fight, we fight, right? We get upset, we fight, we have flight, we run, we run away from the thing. This is just our biological design, or we freeze. You see a lot of animals out in nature when you go and threaten it, what do? They stay still and they hope that the stimulus, the predator, whatever that bad thing is, won't notice him and will just walk past him. So human beings, we're animals, we're creatures, we operate the same way. So when we perceive something to be bad, then we run away from it and we sell. This is why the stock market is on sale right now, because people are seeing these tariffs and they're getting afraid, that emotion. And when they get afraid, they run, right? And now they're running. When they run away, this means you run too. That's what it means. They run away, you run too. So this is a good thing. So if you have money that's sitting on the side, right? The way that we train our students is a little bit different because I have three sort of I have three financial plans for them. And for us, it's really important for them to move in sort of a synchronistic step by step ladder. But if you have some cash on the side, like this is the time that you really want to go in. And what I was telling my students is, in 2021, I think I made like $180,000 in the stock market. In 2022, on paper, I lost 234,000. But also in 2022, I invested more that year than I've ever invested before. Why? Because the stock market had fallen by about 20 to 25%. And as soon as I saw that, I tried to grab as much money as humanly possible and start investing. So the next year in 2023, I think I was up about 280, and then in 2024 I was up way more than that actually. In 2024, I think I was up like 500,000. Why? Because a lot of what I invested in 2022 now started, whatever you water is going to grow. So when I started watering and planting seeds in 2022, and I was telling everybody, just like I'm telling you right now, like this stock market dropping is a good thing. And so I tried to get as much freaking financial capital together so that I can invest. And now we start to see returns on it, right? So don't be afraid about the stuff. This is a really, really, really good thing if you are prepared. But if you're like most people who are struggling and you're living paycheck to paycheck right now, and here's the thing about living paycheck to paycheck is it doesn't matter how much you make. Some of you right now are watching this and you make $50,000 a year. By the way, congratulations, because that puts you in probably like the top 20% of or wage earners in the world. Like that's not bad. There's what 7.8 billion people or something. You're in the top 20%. So some of you guys watching this make $100,000 a year, which is great. Some of you guys make half a million. Some of you guys make a million. Some of you guys make 5 million plus a year. Here's the thing about living paycheck to paycheck is it doesn't matter how much you make. Write that down. Somebody who makes freaking 5 million a year technically and probably is living paycheck to paycheck. And that is the blessing and the curse of earning money because it's based off of habits. So here's something that you want to write down. It's not so much about how much you make. How much you make is important, but it's not the most important. What is the most important is how much you keep. And what's even more important than that is what you're doing with what you keep. Because if you're just keeping it and you're saving it instead of investing it, then you're keeping some, which is great, but you're not allowing it to go to work for you. This money needs to be an employee of yours. This money needs to be working for you every single day, no matter if you are sleeping, no matter if you're on vacation, no matter if you're working, no matter if you're playing with the kids, no matter no matter if you die. Even if you die, guess what this money needs to be doing? It needs to be working for you in perpetuity. It needs to be freaking out there sweating, doubling and tripling and quadrupling for you, even when you're not doing anything. So I say all that to say is today's a really good day, like Ice Cube said, right? Today is a good day. So don't be swayed by and scared by the headlines. Don't be nervous about any of this stuff. What I'm telling you is this is the moment. And I'm telling you, I can't wait for the real estate market to crash as well. Want to know why? Because people are going to do what humans do. They're going to read the headlines. They're going to get fearful. They're going to start selling. They're going to start running. And that's when you and me actually dive in and we go buy a whole bunch of houses for cheap. It doesn't matter. Real estate, stocks, businesses, whatever. We all look for the same stuff. It doesn't matter what the thing is that we invest in. Okay. What matters is that we get it on a freaking discount and we make money from it. So whether that's the stock market falling, great, be ready for that. Whether it's real estate falling, great, be ready for that. Whether it's businesses falling, great, be ready for that. But the key is to be ready and to get ready. So you, what do they say? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Isn't that what they say? So we want to stay ready so that when stuff like this happens, we go all in. Do me a favor, go on and subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, share it all over the place. We will see you very, very soon. And appreciate you guys for tapping in. Until the next time, we're out.